Every day, millions of people make the same mistake. They forget about safety. One wrong move, one moment of distraction, and work turns into tragedy. On this channel, we show how a single mistake changes everything. Enjoy watching. A worker in a blue uniform is operating a large industrial lathe. In a critical safety violation, he reaches into the spinning mechanism to clear a part, and his clothes get caught. The machine violently pulls him in, and he is thrown around with great force before he manages to free himself with a serious hand injury. A tragic incident occurs as a group of workers manually loads large sheets of material into a truck bed. One worker climbs into the bed, preparing to receive the next sheet. However, the existing load is unsecured, and without warning, several sheets topple over, falling with immense force on the worker and crushing him. The chaotic scene that follows, with other workers rushing to help, highlights the immense force of an unstable load in motion. A worker is walking in a loading dock at night, distracted and looking down. A forklift, with its forks at an unsafe low height, is moving behind him. The forks strike the worker's legs, causing him to fall and get run over by the forklift. On a ship where unloading is taking place, a loader enters the working zone of an excavator whose driver does not see him. The loader tries to get the attention, but the excavator continues to work. The excavator's arm turns, and its bucket smashes the... A worker leans over a safety barrier and enters the operational zone of a robotic machine, which seemingly was securely blocked. Unexpectedly, the moving robotic arm, following its program, strikes him and pins him against the equipment with great force. This tragic incident serves as a stark reminder that even a momentary lapse in safety rules can lead to irreversible consequences. A worker is in dangerous proximity to an operating lathe, bent over its internal mechanisms. Suddenly, a part is ejected from the machine at enormous speed, striking the worker and instantly killing him. In a video, a worker encounters a problem with a stone crusher. Large rocks get stuck, blocking the mechanism. Instead of turning off and de-energizing the machine, he makes a fatal mistake by climbing inside to manually fix the situation. He slips and falls directly into the operating mechanism, leading to a horrifying and irreversible tragedy. In the video, a worker operates a manual mini lifter carrying a tall stack of wooden panels. He attempts to move the lifter out of a truck, but its wheels hit a small obstacle on the uneven floor. As a result, the lifter with its heavy load loses balance and topples over, falling directly onto the worker. This is a horrifying example of how crucial it is to maintain a clean and even workspace for safety. In the video, a worker in a red uniform is controlling the movement of a large metal beam with a crane. He stands within its path of motion, and the swinging beam suddenly lowers and knocks him off his feet. This incident serves as a stark reminder that even the person controlling a load must maintain a safe distance. Safety is always the top priority. In a video recorded from inside a car, a massive pole suddenly falls on a busy city street. It crosses the road and strikes a moped driver, pinning him to the asphalt. This shocking incident serves as a stark reminder of the absolute necessity of ensuring the reliable safety of urban infrastructure. A worker stands in a production zone when a section of a pipeline suddenly breaks off under pressure. The hose strikes the worker with immense force, knocking him off his feet. In a video recorded in a factory, a worker climbs inside a large press machine to clean or adjust something. He fails to notice that the machine suddenly activates. The press closes, trapping him, which leads to a horrific and irreversible tragedy. This is a vivid example of how ignoring safety for the sake of saving time can cost a life. At the factory, a worker encounters a jam in the equipment that processes steel rods. He decides to get too close to the moving parts to clear the blockage. As a result, he is pulled into the mechanism and suffers fatal injuries. This incident demonstrates the catastrophic consequences of violating fundamental safety rules and disregarding the equipment lockout procedure. At the factory, a worker approaches an operating machine to adjust something. Suddenly, he is pulled into the moving mechanism and suffers fatal injuries. In the video, a worker is inside a large industrial machine trying to fix something. Unexpectedly, a moving part of the machine activates, and the worker is crushed. As a result of the incident, he suffers a spinal injury. This horrific tragedy serves as a stark reminder of the absolute necessity of always following safety rules and not approaching operating machinery. On a ship where unloading is taking place, a loader enters the working zone of an excavator whose driver does not see him. The loader tries to get the attention, but the excavator continues to work. The excavator's arm turns, and its bucket smashes the loader's cabin. This horrific tragedy highlights the critical importance of clear communication and strict safety zones on a ship. At the bakery, a worker is mopping the floor near a dough kneading machine. She decides to wipe down the machine itself, but at that moment, it suddenly begins to operate. The worker is pulled into the moving mechanism, which leads to horrifying consequences. This tragedy demonstrates the catastrophic consequences of violating fundamental safety rules and disregarding the equipment lockout procedure. A worker is standing in a truck bed when a lifting crane malfunctions. A huge metal structure breaks loose and falls, crushing the worker. In a video, a man climbs into a large industrial press to clean or adjust something. He fails to notice that the machine suddenly activates. Its powerful mechanisms begin to press, and he is crushed inside, which leads to a horrific and irreversible tragedy. This is a vivid example of how ignoring safety for the sake of saving time can cost a life. In the video, a man working in a workshop stumbles and falls into an open furnace. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the absolute necessity of maintaining a clean work environment and ensuring reliable safety barriers around dangerous equipment for safety. At night, a bridge suddenly collapses, resulting in the death of all 16 construction workers who were on it. This incident demonstrates the catastrophic consequences of violating fundamental safety rules and disregarding construction oversight procedures.